I never thought would be, because I had my car broke down in Switzerland. I had a cooling leakage, and but I got helped perfectly by Mario. So if you're watching, Mario, thank you, mate. You helped me out, because now I'm here in Arese and I'm at the Museo Alfa Romeo, and this is one of the venues on my tour through Italy where I looked forward to so much. And there are so many beautiful cars, just a few exposed here on this sign. And I think this will be a lengthy video because I want to show you everything really. And I also made an appointment on the storage room, which is not publicly available. Yes, it is, but you need to make an appointment and it costs you a little extra. But I made this appointment and I'm going to show you what's inside there. I don't know what it is. I think cars are all wrapped in cloth and all that. So I'm really excited to show all of you. So come with me. Well, I'm in and I'm about to enter the museum, but then I got struck with this. This is the engine of the Giulia quadrifoglio. It's actually a Ferrari engine. They say it's the V8 that's in the 488, and some say it's not, like Ferrari. But here you can see the turbo. Wow, this is an awesome piece of kit. Look at this. Now, why is Alfa Romeo such a great brand? Well, that's because of the giant history, I think, but also they made cars with a great body shape. Just look at this one. Giulietta Sprint Speciale. That's what it says on the sign. It's got this great flowing body. You know, Alfa Romeos are all about passion, and well, you're looking at a failed car designer. I never went for it, but I wanted to be one. And if I look at this, this is so great. Well, this is awesome. This is a whole cabinet of scale models. I think models just to see how the car would look from the 50s. They appear to be made from wood. And they also have this one. The car we just saw, the Giulietta Sprint Speciale, if I remember it correctly. Wow. This is so gorgeous. Well, this is something I definitely did not know. These are plane engines? Yes, and the Alfa Romeo sign on it. Oh, that's special. Probably used for Italian planes. Like you call it the star engine, I think, in English. With all these pistons, cylinders here. I didn't know that. There's actually a complete plane here in the museum. And it says Motor Alfa Romeo. It's true, people. They made plane engines. Did I say they make plane engines? They make engines for boats. Wow, look at this. A V8. That must be some kind of a fast boat. Oh, and look at this. You're just sitting. You've got the engine at your toes, really. Wow. Oh my God. That must be like really loud. So I'm diving in, people. A lady told me there are 6 stories of cars. So give me 6 weeks, please. 2300 Mille, named after the big race where it's featured in. And on the sign it says it had an unfortunate debut. I don't know if that has to do with some kind of accident, which I don't know about, but this is a very pretty roadster. Talking pretty, look at this car. I think it's very pretty. I like the color very much. It's very dark red, almost brownish. And the grille and the wheels, wow. The 6C 2300B. Alfa Romeo called this a GT, a Gran Turismo. This is a car I like very much. This is such a cool car. The 6C, also a 6-cylinder engine, 2500 Sport. It's called Frecciadoro. Something made of gold, I don't know. I don't know what. Oh, this is really, really tight Scudetto. I think it's a beauty, a beauty. Carrozzeria Alfa Romeo. Hi, Rob. Oh. Right-hand drive. Did they drive on the wrong side of the road, or was this meant for England? And did they already make right-hand drive cars? Ah, look at this. This is a rear light, just one. It's not a brake light as we know it now. This is a rear light. Ah, this is a stunner. The exhaust pipe. Wow, 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 wow. And green wheels. What a beauty. Those lines, look at it. Ah, love it. Talking about pretty engines. This is the engine from the Montreal. I'm just thinking, I would put this in my living room. It's so good. It's such a pretty engine. So this is the Alfa Sud. Like Alfa Romeo South, really. And because this car was made in the south and not in Milano, because the government at that time in Italy wanted employment. There was a lot of people were unemployed in the south of Italy, and they wanted to change this. And because I think the Italian state had a part of Alfa Romeo, they said there should be a factory in the south of Italy. And this all went horribly wrong because they had to hire all kind of people that never built cars. They also had a type of steel that wasn't the best, and they leave the car bodies outside before they were painted, so they already rusted when they were outside. And that meant that this car was rusting like really, really hard. Like in the first year there would be big problems. And that's such a shame, because the car, I've never driven one, but I've seen some videos about it, and this car actually drives really well, and it's very pretty. It has a very good handling, so it's such a shame, because what happened with this car really cost Alfa Romeo its reputation, even till today. So that's sad, because I love the brand and I love this car. I'm here on the stairs, and I'm a bit stunned, really. This is a floor that's all about aerodynamics, and over there in green with the orange stripe in front is the Carabo. Oh, that's goosebumps, people, goosebumps. Oh, what a belter of a car. What a stunning thing of beauty. This is designed by Marcello Gandini for Bertone, and this is all about aerodynamics and looks. Oh wow, what a thing of beauty. Just look at it. It's so aggressively lined, and I mean, this is a design shock, really. It's got so many great lines. Oh, it's got some kind of the sun won't poke through, and my camera won't poke through either, so you can't see much of the interior. Wow, what a thing. And no mirrors, just because mirrors, I mean, they just spoil your lines really. You don't want mirrors as a car designer. They're a necessity, but you don't want them. Carabo, should he be there? Oh wow, I didn't know that. And it's got the shape of the car. Oh, that's the door, of course. Yeah, it's got scissor doors. The exhaust pipes. Oh, here you can see the back of the gearbox. Wow. I suppose there is a V8 beneath this, but I don't know. Oh, people, look at this. What a gorgeous car this is. An 8C2900B Lungo from 1938, the same year as the other one. This car is... what a stunner. And it's so stretched, I think it's more than 5 meters long. Also the right-hand drive, leather interior, cloth on the dashboard panel. That's the indicator, I think, this small strip, which probably you can mechanically put it out when you're going left. Also super leggera, it says over there. Ah, this is such a gorgeous car. Wow, wow, wow. Think about it, when you see this in your rear view mirror. You would move aside, I think. Wow. This is the 8C engine. Wow, what a thing. I also want this one in my living room. Wow. This place feels to me like a temple. Because these cars, these racing cars, this is where it all started with Alfa Romeo when they were making cars. This is so awesome, and I've got goosebumps again. Will it ever stop here? I don't think so. Oh, the lights are out. Name in Alfa Romeo history is the name of Ugo Sivocci. He won the Targa Florio in 1923 and he established the cloveleaf symbol, the quadrivolio verde, here seen in a square twisted pattern, later to become a white triangle. And the story goes that on one race he didn't have time to have this cloveleaf painted on the car, and he got an accident and died. So that's sad. This is such a gorgeous car too. 8C2900B Le Mans. What a body shape. I think it's the same, yeah, it's on the same chassis as we just saw the other 2900, the 8C, the light blue one, but it's got a completely different body. This is all about speed. Look at it. Such a long, stretched nose. big louvers to cool the 8-cylinder engine. Oh, these are the race cars I love most. These Alfa Romeos, this is the start of Formula 1 racing. This is the Alfa Romeo 158, and I believe there is a 159. I think that one is a 159 over there. I love these cars. They are just so cool. And this, my friends, this set the tone of Alfa Romeo as a sport make. It already was before the war, of course, but for Formula 1, they were the winners of the first 2 years, 1950 and 1951. So 1950, the first winner of the first World Championship of Formula 1 was Nicola Farina, and he drove this car. He was here, behind this wheel, winning all the races. So this is the 159. It's a bit hard to distinguish the difference between that's the 158. This is the 159, but it's the fin. This is an aerodynamic part, I suppose, even in the 50s already. And those two exhaust pipes. You know, the upholstery is a bit different. It's got this not leather anymore, but corduroy. You've got the spoked wheels, and this is the petrol tank. And it used some petrol, I believe. And the mirrors were placed inside the cockpit. So I don't know if you can see anything with it. Probably you can. Yeah. But it's also aerodynamically better than to place them outside. Ah, jeez. This is the axle. Just under the seat it goes to the rear wheels. This is so cool. They also removed body parts from this one and displayed it at an angle. Ah, this is so great that they expose it like this. Huge 8-cylinder. This must be the oil tank, I suppose. You see the axle quite good here. So the gears. Will there be a reverse? Probably. So 4 gears and a reverse. And they even made things lighter in making these holes in the suspension part. So even at that time, and this is a pre-war car, really, because I believe these cars were hidden during World War II somewhere in Italy, because they were made just before the war broke out in 1939, and so they weren't. I mean, no brand really had a race car when the war was over. So Alfa Romeo had these cars, and they really had a head start. So, and that's why they won 2 championships in a row. This is the 33 Stradale, a stunner of a car. It's a prototype, the sign says, and recently Alfa Romeo brought out a new version of this, an homage to this car, to this design, designed by Alejandro Romanos, which was used to be a designer of Seat. I met him once, was lucky enough to, but now he's a designer of Centro Stile, and but this is the old one, the gorgeous. I say old, but it's really timeless. And this car marked Alfa Romeo's return to Formula 1 racing in 1977. It's the Brabham 45B. and it was raced by Lauda, I suppose. No, Lauda was out. No, I'm not sure. It's not the fan car, that's the 46B. This is the predecessor. Martini Racing stripes. Very cool. And next to it, I just saw on the sign, it's the 179F. This is the prototype from the 1981 season. So this is Giacomello's car. Yes, Bruno. That's his name. Such a cool racer. Oh, I can film the back in the mirror. Wow. You can see the drive shafts and the gearbox. The Alfa Romeo 155, the DTM racer. I think Alessandro Nannini drove it. This is a Larini car. It's got this V6 in the front. I always wondered why they made these exhaust pipes go up. Even heat shields on the rear bumper. But this is such a cool racer. The roll cage, just one seat, the Recaro. Those aerodynamic wing, rear view mirrors. And here's the engine. Quite a giant block, and I just saw it goes 11,500 RPM. That must have made some great sounds. Alfa Corse, such a big gold painted 12-cylinder engine. 11,500 RPM, and it's housed in this car, the 33SC. I'm not really sure at what races this car featured, probably Le Mans. Cool looking car, just like this one. I think I'm at the end of the exposition. Oh, it's been a wild ride. What a beautiful cars. And yeah, you really, if you're in the neighborhood at one day here at Arese, close to Milan, you really should go.